Next candidate is Ben Loyola. He's running for Congress in the second as well.
We'll do it right here, I guess.
Yeah, have fun.
First of all, thank you for the opportunity to address you all. You all are the trailblazers, the new media. If it wasn't for you all, the voice of the people, there would be a handful of major networks being controlled by big business and big conglomerates that would definitely control the message. So I appreciate what you do, and it's fortunate that we live in this great country to be the voice of the people, which is not a benefit available globally. My name is Ben Loyola, and I'm running for Virginia's 2nd Congressional District, and I'm looking forward to defeat Glenn Nye, and I have the unique background and skill sets necessary to do that. My background, I was actually born in Havana, Cuba, and thanks to my parents, I was come to this great country. My father was a Cuban naval officer before the rise of communism, and when Fidel Castro came out of the mountains promising prosperity for everyone, he saw the evil for what it was and decided to do something about it. And for his actions, he became a marked man but was able to flee and come to the United States. When that happened, the government took everything we had away, and we were able to leave, after many months of suffering, to Madrid, Spain. A year later, we were all reunited in America. So I'm very fortunate to have grown up in this great country with all the opportunities and living the American dream. I actually grew up in Miami, Florida, around fishing and boating. My father, obviously, had a military background. My grandfather was a petty officer in the Navy as well. And I wanted to serve our country, and I joined the Navy. I went to Annapolis, Maryland, got an appointment there, and graduated in 1983 with a degree in engineering, marine engineering, which is like reactor physics and energy systems. And then ended up going aviation down to Pensacola for flight training, and got stationed up here at Oceana Naval Air Station. I was attached to Attack Squadron 85, and then I did 2 carrier deployments, both the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean, on the USS Saratoga. Actually, it was part of history. We were involved in combat operations off the coast of Sidra, which is the northern part of Libya there, with freedom of navigation operations, which we engaged the enemy there. It was an amazing thing to experience. As well as fought the war against terrorism when the American cruise liner, the Achille Laurel, was captured by Palestinian Liberation Front organization and shot Leon Klinghoffer, an American, enjoying a vacation in a wheelchair. He was a disabled American, was shot and thrown overboard. Our carrier task force, my squadron, was involved in the operations to bring those terrorists to justice. And one of my proudest moments of my career was when President Reagan came over to SATCOM and congratulated us for a job well done. And he was the president as a midshipman at the Naval Academy. I actually marched in his inaugural parade. So he's a big person in my life that I look up to. I've got 30 years of military service currently. I've been stationed at Oceana, as I said, Norfolk Little Base, Little Creek, Amphibious Base, Norfolk Naval Station, Dam Neck. I've been around most of the bases in Hampton Roads. And I'm still currently in the reserves. I'm an individual ready reservist. I'm a captain right now. I had Major Command, which allowed me to get that rank. I was commanding officer of Naval Forces South and Roosevelt Roads in Puerto Rico, which allowed me, with that Major Command, to make the rank of captain. So I was fortunate to be able to operate with all Central and South America and the Caribbean in operations there, where we did threat assessments for the ships, Navy ships, prior to them pulling into port. I tell you this background because it's important, because Hampton Roads, which the 2nd Congressional District is part of, is the highest concentration of military in the world, by far. As a result, because of the 7 major commands, Oceana, Langley, Norfolk Naval Base, Shipyard, 7 major commands in the area represent the highest concentration. And my background, experience, both in Navy as well as joint operations, working with NATO forces, working with the Coast Guard, gives me unique skill sets necessary to represent the strong military community, as well as their dependents and veterans and folks that are retired in the area. I was fortunate in 1991 to start as a reservist during my reserve time. I started a small business in my spare bedroom, and I grew that business from just myself and my business partner to over 40 employees. I have offices in Virginia Beach, Hampton, and Richmond, Virginia, and we do provide technology solutions to the military. We use GIS, Geographic Information Systems. We leverage technology to the hilt. It's modeling and simulation. I'm actually on the Old Dominion Virginia Modeling Simulation Board Advisory. So I understand technology, I understand business. I've created opportunities, and leveraging technology and the resources this great country has and the free market principles is what we need more of. So why am I running? I'm a constitutional and fiscal conservative, Reagan Republican. I believe in small government, lower taxation. I believe in the right to bear arms and Second Amendment, and self-defense, very important. One of the things Fidel said to the people of Cuba, and the first thing any government wants to do to control its people is give me your guns and I'll give you bread. Pang para armas was his command. And that's happening too much in this country. It's a scary path we're taking. I believe in the life begins at conception, and those are my principles. So I look forward to represent Virginia's 2nd Congressional District with my skill sets, and I look forward to answering all your questions. Again, thank you for your service. You are the voice of the people. Thank you very much.
Burning question?